Hare Krishna, Gauranga. I'm going to be attempting to sing the Sad-Goswami ashtakam, which is a wonderful prayer by Srinivasa acharya, which is about, of course, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. It's a very special song and it helps us enter into a deep mood of surrender to the Lord. These 6 Goswamis were very intimate associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and pretty much their books are integral to the spreading of the Krishna conscious movement, and to also for us to understand what the highest tattva of love of Godhead is. You know, we know, of course, Rupa Goswami spent months hearing Lord Chaitanya speak. Sanatana Goswami also spent several months hearing all the instruction of the Lord. Jiva Goswami was also a very prolific writer. Raghunath Das Goswami was famous for being the most topmost renunciant, and the others also had incredible merits of austerity and sadhana and so on and so forth. Mainly, of course, we say that we're Rupanugas. We're disciples of following in the line of Rupa Goswami. Lord Srila Prabhupada, he personally translated 2 books. It was the Upadeshamrita and the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which we now call the Nectar of Devotion and the Nectar of Instruction. And many of our senior ISKCON devotees have went on to translate all the other books of the other Goswamis also for our deep exploration. So this song is very valuable, and it's a song that a lot of brahmacharis like to sing as well, because it helps us to enter into that renounced mood. So let's see if we can connect to this one. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritam Bonidhi Dira Dira Jana Priya Priya Karo Nirmatsara Pujito Shri Chaitanya Kripa Baro Bhuvi Bhuvo Bharavahantarako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyuga Shri Jiva Gopalako Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipanam Sadharma Samstapako Lokanam Hitakarino Tribhuvani Manyo Saranyakaro Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajanan Dena Mataliko Shratito Gopi Bhavara Samrata Bilahari Kalola Magna Muhu Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Ujjat Kokila Hamsa Sarasagana Kirni Maya Vrakule Nana Ratna Nibada Mula Vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna Mahanisham Prabhujato Jivartado Yomuda Vande Rupa Sanatana Yogajigo Shri Jiva Gopalako Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibi Kalavashini Krito Nidrahara Vihara Kadi Vijito Chatyanta Dino Chayo Radha Krishna Guna Smritir Madhurama Nandena Samohito Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Tire Chavam Sivate Premon Madhava Shada Shesha Dashaya Gasto Pramato Sada Kayanto Chakada Harir Gunabaram Bhava Vibhuta Muda Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako He Radhe Vraji Devaki Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindivani Kuta Goshanta Viti Sarvato Vrajapure Kedar Mahavivalo Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, translation. And I will skip because each part of the translation, because there's kind of the Vande Rupa Sanatana and Sri Raghuyoga part is repeated every single time in the translation. So the first one is, I offer my respectful obeisance unto the six Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who are always engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and dancing. They are just like the ocean of love of God, and they are popular both with the gentle and with the ruffians, because they are not envious of anyone. Whatever they do, they are all pleasing to everyone, and they are fully blessed by Lord Chaitanya. Thus they are engaged in missionary activities meant to deliver all the conditioned souls in the material universe, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus they are honoured all over the three worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna, who are very much enriched in understanding of Lord Chaitanya, and who are thus expert in narrating his transcendental qualities. They can purify all conditioned souls from the reactions of their sinful activities by pouring upon them transcendental songs about Govinda. As such, they are very expert in increasing the limits of the ocean of transcendental bliss, and they are the saviours of the living entities from the devouring mouth of liberation, who kicked off all association of aristocracy as insignificant in order to deliver the poor conditioned souls. They accepted loincloths, treating themselves as mendicants, but they are always merged in the ecstatic ocean of the gopis' love for Krishna, and bathe always and repeatedly in the waves of that ocean, who were always engaged in worshipping Radha Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers which have under their roots all valuable jewels. The Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon the living entities the greatest boon of the goal of life, who are engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord and bowing down in a scheduled measurement. In this way they utilize their valuable lives, and in executing these devotional activities they conquered overeating and sleeping, and were always meek and humble, enchanted by remembering the transcendental qualities of the Lord, who were sometimes on the bank of Radhakund lake or the shores of the Yamuna, and sometimes at Vamsivat. There they appeared just like madmen in the full ecstasy of love for Krishna, exhibiting different transcendental symptoms in their bodies, and they were immersed in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, who were chanting very loudly everywhere in Vrindavan, shouting, Queen of Vrindavan, Radharani, O Lalita, O son of Nanda Maharaj, where are you all now? Are you just on the hill of Govardhan, or are you under the trees on the bank of the Yamuna? Where are you? These were their moods in executing Krishna consciousness. Sad-Goswami's ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.